Okay, so my name is Efya, and I'm atheist. How do you identify? Okay, so in terms of religion and faith, I'm atheist, like I said before. And for how long? I've been atheist for a year and a half now. So why I consider myself atheist is basically atheism is the rejection of deities. So I do not believe in the existence of gods or a supreme God. Deep down my heart, I know that there are no gods. And this is because there have been a lot of evidence to prove that religion is actually man-made. And there is actually no evidence to show that there's an existence of a God, basically. Well, yes, I used to be a Christian. I was a very good Christian. I could speak in tongues. I wake up and command my morning. I was a religious. I was a group leader back in SHS. Yes, so I was a Christian before being an atheist. Okay, so factors that led me to being an atheist. My deal breaker was to go back to the Bible, but this time around with an open mind. Anything I read, I decide to question. There's this thing about questioning religious people and then questioning. They're like, you do not have to question. The moment you question and then find out about God, He ceases to exist. And that's exactly what I want to do. I want to find out about Him. I want to find out about how He thinks, how He does His stuff. There are certain things in the Bible that actually did not make sense to me. So the moment I'm questioning and applying logic, obviously I'm leaving that path. And then I have a few friends that were also atheists. Some were agnostic, some were deists, who were posing very significant questions on social media and all that. It used to get me annoyed. So then I asked myself, what really are you mad at? Are you mad at the good question the person is asking, or you are doing God's job? He is supposed to be mad, but then I am mad. So I realized I had to give them a chance. I have to listen to what they are saying. I have to go read for it by myself. And well, yes, there has been a lot of transformation in my life as an atheist, and I'm really happy about that. I believe every decision I make comes from thorough reasoning. I just don't make any decisions before I accept to do something. I have really thought about it, because basically you have to think about everything you do, your actions, your words, whatever you put out there. You need to think through, and that's one thing I have learned to do being an atheist. I also have less expectations about life. I deal with today. I do not have to be bothered about tomorrow. Not in a sense, sometimes you have goals and visions. Those ones you have to be bothered about, because you need to take practical steps today, and then it has to put you somewhere tomorrow. And for those ones, you need to be very expectant, though sometimes life kicks you in the ass and all that. And also, I have control over my life. I know what to do at a certain point. I know what not to do. And I also give myself a chance to learn. I have become open-minded. So the moment you're saying something, I'm not too myopic as religious people are. This is my faith, and there's no up for questioning. I don't descend from it. I do not retreat from it. No. This time around, whatever it is, I give chance to learn. I need to learn about you people. I need to learn about what you're thinking. And if it makes sense to me, I pick some. Life is just about cherry picking. So we can't put aside the positive aspects of religion. So there are some I take from religious people. There are lots of challenges I encounter as an atheist, and the first thing is it's a very lonely path. Religious people have a god or something they can fall back on in times of in bad times. When they are going through bad times, hard times, they know that, oh my Lord, if I pray, my God is going to do it for me. If I believe in Him, He's going to answer my prayers. And it's soothing. I mean, you are going through hard times and you know somebody is going to actually fix your problems. It's very soothing to the ear. It gives you hope. But for me, I have nothing to fall on. It's just my mind. And sometimes it's very troubling. You are going through a lot of hardships and you have to deal with it on your own. There's nobody somewhere going to listen to a prayer or going to fix whatever you are doing. So it's really lonely. And we have a very shitty or bad reputation. The moment I mention I'm atheist, oh, you don't believe in God. I'm seen to be somebody who doesn't have morals, but it doesn't work that way. Surprisingly, we are better humans than religious people. Like I was saying, you also can't come out to declare your stance easily. Funny enough, where we find ourselves, especially in Ghana, it's okay. But in certain countries, the Middle East, India, Pakistan, it's not really easy. People are even being killed. So it's not that easy, especially also when it has to do with your family. Maybe you have support from your parents and you are atheist. Like, what do you mean? I think it's very hard. It's very, very hard. There has been a lot of pros being an atheist. There has been a lot. The first, I can stay home on a Sunday and not go to church. I have that luxury to rest. I don't have to. There's this thing about Sundays. It's very sunny on Sundays, and the little thing you do, you are very tired. And then when I used to be a religious person, when I go to church and come back, I sleep for a lot of hours. It's like I'm very tired. It's not easy going to pray, to sing. It's joyful and all that, but it's not really easy. Also, I don't commit 10% of my hard-earned money to anybody just to prosper. I know what it takes to prosper. I know what steps I need to take to get to a certain level when it comes to wealth or riches, to acquire them. And it is not giving my 10% to somebody. I have no fear of other people believing in something else. I give you your space. I understand you totally. If you want to worship a stone, if you want to worship a tree, that's fine by you. Just make sure it doesn't step in my way. It doesn't come in my way, come in disturb me or something. Entitled Christians somebody can just pick up a megaphone and is preaching all in the name of make disciples of all nations. You are impeding on somebody's peace. You are getting in the way of somebody's peace, and that's not right. And also, I'm very aware of my tomorrows. I'm self-aware of myself. I take decisions, effective ones on my own and all that. And then talking about destiny, I think it's just foolishness, excuse my language, to know that God knows your destiny. He knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Then why are you praying? So you take control of yourself. If you're an atheist, you are just yourself. You don't depend on anything. Your family. For my family and my friends, I don't need to care about how they feel about my stance. No, I really do not need to care about it. But then I think my friends find me annoying, and it's surprising because I used to be a very good Christian. I stated that before. I used to go to church on every Sunday, post church stuff and all. So the moments they hear me speaking about the other thing, they're like, wow, when did it happen? What happened to you? And there's this misconception about atheists. The moment you say you do not believe in God, it means something bad happened and you gave up. No, there's a lot of reasoning going on. There's a lot of learning. There's a lot of reading, and that can affect my stance. So nothing bad really happened to me, guys. And for my family, well, that would be, I don't know. My parents don't know about it. My dad doesn't know. Though he's not a church person, he's not. I can't say he's not religious. He just doesn't go to church and all that. But I don't know how he's going to take it. But he doesn't know about it for now. Knowing, how do I feel knowing I'm a part of a small minority? I don't really have to care about it, because I have this feeling the movement is going to grow. Day in, day out, the numbers are increasing. Actually, there are lots of Christians who have questions. They just haven't had the guts to let go. There are lots out there. The moment you ask, oh, do you believe? Oh, yes, I do. But, they have questions, but they don't have that courage to let. It takes a lot of faith to let go. I keep telling my friends, they say you don't have faith and all that, but I keep telling them it takes a lot of faith to let go. So, yeah. Knowing I'm part of a minority, I don't really care. If it doesn't really have any effect on me, because I think we are going to grow at the end of the day. a greater population, and I didn't know. Yes, so a greater population of this country identifying as non-religious is going to have a great impact on us. Come to think of it, our president is building a cathedral whilst we have very pressing needs. We have, as I speak, we have schools under trees, we have inadequate health facilities, no bed syndrome, and then you kick out all of those pressing needs. All of those things are going to impact the life of the citizens to build a cathedral. What are the benefits of dhikr? I know they are going to push out benefits and all that, but we can't put away what the country really is facing, and we all know we have a lot to do, so we need to focus on the important problems we have in this country. So if you have a lot of non-religious people being or taking leadership position, it's going to have a lot of impact on this country. For me, I do not believe that morality is from religion. If we have to speak about morality coming out from religion, then stoning of women who commit adultery is also morality. The death of people breaking the Sabbath is also morality, because it's all from the Bible. Killing of slaves, in fact, having slaves is also morality. But in 21st century, we do not relate to all of that, because we have had rational discussions. We've had a lot of thinking going on. We found the gap. We found a problem with certain practices, and these do not come from religion. Now we are fighting for equality for women because we feel women have been ill-treated in the past for a very long time. Now there's the need for us to advocate for equality, and this is modern day morality. Now we have compassion for animals. We have vegans and all that who feel they actually have feelings towards animals and all that, and I think it's also modern day morality, and it has nothing to do with religion. So I think morality does not come from religion, it comes from reasoning. I do not concern myself with the afterlife. I do not know where I came from. I have no answers to that. So it's also okay for me to think that nothing is going to happen afterwards, after I die. It's going to be just the same as it was before I was born. So I do not know why I'll concern myself about it. It's known as the unknown because it doesn't want to be known. If it wanted to be known, I'm sure we would have known by now what happens after death. I don't know what happens after death, and I do not know why I should bother myself with it, because I haven't died. I'm not dead. I'm living. So I should be bothered about now, not after death. My thoughts on the afterlife is nothing actually is going to happen. Death is when your consciousness ceases to function. You don't think, you don't do anything, you are gone. So nothing is going to happen. Your body rots, and that's it. And the universe is not even going to notice that you have died, because there are millions of people that are going to be born on that day. Life still goes on. The universe still continues to function as it is, and you are not any important. So after death, that is it. My advice to those out there who seem to be at crossroads with their faith and religion is, it's hard. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's very hard letting go. Imagine you have something you rely on, and you have enough reasons to say, nah, this thing doesn't work for me. For me, I have been Christian for I think 23 years. I let go last year and I'm 25. So it's not easy letting go of all these years, all the experiences you've had with this God. There are days I felt my prayers were answered. Now I feel it didn't come from prayer or anything. It's just coincidental that certain things happen. It's not really easy. I'm not going to say it is. It's not really easy. But then if you're at crossroads, I think you should seek your own truth. Seek your own truth. The truth is out there. Whatever you are questioning, you'll find the answer out there. Seek your own truth. But then again, we won't have the answers to everything. And it is okay not to know. It is okay when you say, I do not know. There's nothing wrong with not knowing. I don't know what I was doing before I came on earth, and I don't have to concern myself with that. So find your own truth. The only thing that has to deal with this is it has to be guided by logic and reasoning, and that's it. Thank you.
That's great.